banks need to explore newer options and newer technologies in terms of how they interact with the bank. So as I said, the traditional way in which corporates and banks interact is through some kind of a channel, whether it's the internet channel, whether it's through an API connect, whether it's through a host to host. So that's a very traditional way in which banks and corporates interact. What banks now need to start thinking about is what other means is available for them to not just connect with the corporate, but also to go deeper into the supply chain, the ecosystem of a corporate. And that's where technologies that DLT Ledgers offers really works, because what we are really helping a bank do is to enable them to go deeper into the ecosystem of a corporate. How does DLT Ledgers does that? DLT Ledgers helps a corporate to create an ecosystem of its business partners. This is an external ecosystem. It can be upstream, downstream, midstream. It can include certifiers, ESG providers, bankers. So this network, which allows a corporate to create that external ecosystem, is what the banks need to be able to position to the corporate. What does that mean? If you imagine the life of any transaction, let's take a procurement transaction. It starts from a purchase order which comes out of an ERP system of a corporate. That purchase order will then go to the seller. The seller will manufacture, will ship, will transport, and at the end of that transaction is when there's a potential for a financing, which is typically what we call payable financing, which comes in. So the journey has started much earlier, but the financing request has come much later. Now in this scenario, using DLT Ledgers, actually the bank is able to get visibility right at the beginning of a transaction, because DLT Ledgers is actually helping a corporate in that journey from when the purchase order has been created in the ERP of the corporate, then when it goes to the business partner. So one key aspect is DLT Ledgers allows a bank to go deeper into the ecosystem of a corporate. At the same time, the corporate is looking for newer solutions. So one of the key things you will hear a lot of banks talk about is deep tech financing, embedded financing, ecosystem financing. But all of that can only work when the bank has visibility of what is happening in the ecosystem. Bank lacks a visibility. Simply put, DLT Ledgers enables the bank to get deeper visibility into the ecosystem of a corporate, and that in turn allows them to create new financing products, whether it's pre-shipment or deep tech financing or what have you. At the same time, this also allows corporates and banks to work together on what I call data collaboration models. As we are well aware, a lot of the big sophisticated companies are increasingly looking at monetizing data which exists in the ecosystem to get better benefit for themselves. The use of that data could be, number one, it could be to lower the cost of financing. Number two, it could be to help the broader ecosystem. So this usage of data in that secure network, which a platform like DLT Ledgers provides, is of immense benefit to the corporate as well as to the banks.